You should have turned your guns on those who have given you instructions to shoot innocent people. We need a revolutionary army. We need a revolutionary police service. We want police who are going to take care of our people and not act against our people. We are not enemies. We are on the same side. Police, the revolution is starting today. Don't stand opposed to the revolution. You will never kill all of us. You will kill some, but by the time we grab you, you will forget those that were killed by you. So, if you don't want to regret the day you were born, police officers always act in the interest of the people. When they say, shoot the workers who are not armed, you must take off your uniform and give them their weapons and tell them that I will not die for a salary which has got blood of innocent people. I will rather die in poverty, but in defense of the masses of our people. Teachers, teach our children. Teachers, even if you go on strike, we want teachers who are going to say, we will start a strike at 2 o'clock, and that strike should not disrupt the education of an African child. You have a responsibility to educate our children. We are not opposed to the teachers' strike. Let's even give you a tip, teachers. When you strike at 2 o'clock, the children, after being taught, they will join you in your protest, and you shall get what you are demanding. Because when you are joined by the children, it means your numbers are increasing, and therefore, because revolution is numbers, they will be forced to listen to you. We will never be part of a strike that disrupts the education of an African child. Let's take care of African children. These children you are educating, even though your children might be in Model C schools, these are your children. When you teach them, think of those who were not given an opportunity to be taught, and use those children to change the lives of their families. Nurses must make sure that they serve our people with pride. They must not ill-treat, especially the old-aged. But Baba Olu, when they visit hospitals, they report that nurses are very impatient with them. Nurses do not give them a special attention because they think that their time is gone. You are not God. For as long as they are still alive, that is a very important life which needs to be taken care of. The same way you took care of Nelson Mandela, which we applaud you for doing that. Take care of all the grannies, because they too are like Nelson Mandela. The black doctors, our brothers who have gone to school for far too long, we know that you are not earning salaries that meet your qualification. Most of you, the most expensive car you can afford is a Golf 5. And therefore, you are demoralized and even your morale is low. We know those problems. We know that you are working in rural hospitals and you do not have facilities to save life. We know that the conditions where you work, you see people dying every day and you are unable to save those lives, and as a result, the morale is low. We have heard you, and we shall change those conditions. We must make sure that black engineers are qualified in their numbers. Those who must qualify the black engineers, including the black chartered accountants, are restricting the numbers of blacks in those fields. We are watching you. When we come into government, your days will be numbered. Those councils which must qualify our people shall be transformed. Comrades, today we are launching an organization that is going to fight against crime. The organization that is going to make South Africa a safer place. But this country will never be safe for as long as the people do not own the means of production. For as long as the people do not own the land. What causes crime in the main is lack of opportunities and jobs. And if we give our people opportunities, we'll not even complain about crime. Fellow white South Africans, if we were to share the wealth of this country with all South Africans, there will not be a need for you to build high walls, because everybody will have, and they will not have only you to eat, because they will be having food to eat. Therefore, you shall be safe, and you shall demolish those big walls and enjoy the beauty of your houses and gardens, because Alexander will not be swimming in a pool of poverty. But as long as Alexander continues to swim in a pool of poverty, you have everything to be scared of. Because those people, one day, they are going to engage in an unled revolution, and one day, there will be your uninvited guests. So stand up now and say to South Africans, let's share with the people of Alexander in order to avoid the uninvited guests. We need our land. The landless people, they need land. They can't be landless in a country of their own birth. They were born in this country. This is their land. They must not pay for it. They have paid for it already through the sweat of their fathers and their grandfathers. They've paid for it already because you killed people when you took that land. That was the price we're ready to pay. We cannot pay you for killing our people. When you took the land, you committed black genocide. We are not threatening you with a white genocide. We will never commit a white genocide, unlike you when you committed a black genocide. Till today, you are refusing with the land. You are not ashamed for having stolen our land. You are not ashamed for having killed our people. You want us to come to you and kneel before you to ask for the land of our ancestors. We are not going to do that. We are not going to beg for our land. You march here in South Africa and say whites are being killed. I still want to see these whites who are killed in South Africa. Remember, reconciliation does not mean I must not tell you the truth. If I was to reconcile with you and hide the truth, then you must know I'm pretending. We are not pretenders here. If you are looking for pretenders, go to Sour Street, not Marikana. Here you have met real people. White South Africans, South Africa belongs to you too. But you've got a stolen property in your hands. And if you've got a stolen property in your hands, it means you are thieves. You have stolen. We must tell you the truth, so that if we become true friends, we should know that we have not pretended to each other. Bring back the stolen land. You will never, let me reassure you, unlike those who gave you a false impression about reconciliation, there is no reconciliation in South Africa till today. 20 years into democracy, we will never reconcile because you've got my stolen property. If you want me to be genuine in reconciliation, bring back the stolen land. That's our land. You might be young and say, you never stole the land. Your father stole, your grandfather stole the land. Handed over the stolen land to your father. And your father handed over the stolen property to you. Bring back. You are suffering from generational curse because you've got a stolen property. Your curse will be resolved if you bring back our land. South Africans, African brothers and sisters, let us not pretend. It can be reconciliation during rugby match only. After the rugby match, back to reality. It can be a rainbow nation during the performance of Rihanna.